All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Chicago Bulls video for you guys. It's a gloomy, rainy day here in Chicago, but we're still going to make a video. Zach Lavine has officially cleared COVID protocols, and while it's still up in the air as to why he was in it, why it was so long, there are so many missing pieces with this Chicago Bulls team right now, but last night, they unfortunately suffered a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, clearly they've been without Lavine for over 2 weeks. Vucevic, unknown reasons, out last night. He hasn't played. So it was kind of competitive at the end here. It was only a 12-point loss. But like I said, the point of this video is Zach Lavine has cleared protocol. I don't know what they're going to do with him. Right now, the Chicago Bulls are at the 12 seed. They are 4 games behind the Washington Wizards at the 10 seed, and they are 1 game behind the Toronto Raptors at the 11th seed. Before we get into this video, if you guys enjoy it, hit that like button, hit that sub button, do this every day. I know you guys would enjoy it. But the Bulls, they've lost 4 straight games. And the Raptors, they've won 6 of 10, something like that. I don't know the actual number. And then the Wizards are very similar. They've, their last 10's 8-2, but they've just been nonstop winning basketball games. So where does that leave the Chicago Bulls? Well, that leaves the Chicago Bulls in a really tough spot because, as we all know, their first round pick this year is going to be protected. And just statistically, the chances that the Chicago Bulls make the playoffs, I believe they're 1.5%. So 1.5 is not going to cut it one bit. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. So their hopes are fading away super quick, and with a lot of teams just in the NBA, the attention for a lot of these teams who aren't making the playoffs is to the draft. And the Chicago Bulls, they traded away their 2021 first-round draft pick in a deadline deal to the Orlando Magic. They shipped off 2 first-round picks back on March 25th. They got Vucevic and Al-Farouq. They both have protection on them, which is good. So for this next year, for this 2021, they have top 4 protection. Now, all of a sudden, with this lackluster play, that is totally doable. So the Chicago Bulls, they're 26-39. There's only 3 teams worse than them in the East: the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Orlando Magic, and the Detroit Pistons. So at 26-39 on the Western Conference, that would put you at the 12 seed as well. So the Thunder, the Timberwolves, and the Rockets are all worse. So currently, we're kind of in a little close of a matchup right now with the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings are 27-37. And like I said, we're 26-39. So we are the 7th worst team in the NBA. And for some reason, that is good. Now, going into this season, our new GM, our new management, they said that this year was going to be a evaluation year, right? This isn't a contending year. This isn't a let's go win the championship this year. This is an evaluation year. With that being said, I'm actually kind of surprised that they went out and they got Nikola Vucevic. I am glad they did this. Now, Vucevic, while he may be getting up there in age, he's still a super solid basketball player. He comes with no issues. There's very little injury issues as well. Vucevic is just a super solid player. So I think they made that evaluation rather quickly that Wendell Carter just wasn't going to cut it. He just wasn't going to cut it. I agree wholeheartedly. I love Wendell, and I wish Wendell the best of luck, but there's just something about it. He's not a beast offensively. He's not a beast defensively. He has plenty of time to get better, I know, but I would rather have Nikola Vucevic. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have Nikola Vucevic. But then you take a look at it, and it's like, before the trade deadline happened, I wanted to trade Wendell over Lauri so much. I had such high hopes for Lauri Markkanen in the second half of the season, just in his career in general. I was so high on Lauri that I was like, oh my God, if they trade him and not Wendell, I'm going to be so pissed off. And then, well, Lauri in the last fucking month has put up less than 10 points per game, less than 5 rebounds per game. And on the season, he's only averaging 14 and 5. I mean, he's playing horribly some nights, and he's coming off the bench. He's coming off the bench. And honestly, hate to say it, it's where he belongs. But it might be safe to say Lauri's not coming back next year already. However, this lackluster play, hopefully that means he's not deserving of max, because I see no reason why a 13 and 5 player is deserving of max contract. I see no reason. So hopefully they either trade him or he figures it out, or we pay him a significantly less amount of money than what he's anticipating, because, geez, dude, on the month you're averaging less than 10 points per game? That's never going to cut it. Even if you're coming off the bench, dude, that's not going to cut it. Like, I'm just actually getting angry over Lauri Markkanen right now. So that puts the Chicago Bulls at the 7th worst team in the NBA, which is good news because top 4 protection is never good. And if you guys watch my channel, I cover the Houston Rockets. And that has just been a whole headache. It's been a whole headache. Their first-round pick has protection on it to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And up until Victor Oladipo got traded, it was really up in the air what the Rockets were going to do. If they were going to try to remain competitive without James Harden and, try to do something with Victor Oladipo and Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr., or what was going to happen. And they rattled off, almost 20 straight losses, and now they're the worst team in the NBA. And now the picks, the percentages, they're never really in anybody's favor because it's the lottery, but they're in the best favor, the Houston Rockets. So the Bulls, they need to